Shabbat Shalom, and happy Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom, hey. All right. It's me, Officer Marakad, Show the Wisdom, Norfolk, Virginia. All right, Officer of the Masharai Yasharala as well. Man, y'all see the title. I just wanted to get up in here and just bring out a couple of the precepts and move here, move there. You know what I'm saying? Feed the sheep. And just what's on my mind, man, just reading the scripts, we should be grateful of the covenant the Most High has given to us. Matter of fact, he gave it to our fathers, right? And check this at the same time. We have the Negro, Hispanic, and Native Indians today, right? We got those of the Negro, Hispanic, and Native Indians today that keep the Most High commandments. And we got those who don't keep the Most High commandments. But it is a covenant that was given to us for 1,000 generations to come. And it's just like the same thing that happened in the past. That's why, you gotta read the Apocrypha. You gotta be able to go to the Apocrypha. Go to 2 Maccabees 6:6. Let's start off with that. And we're talking about the covenant, and we're talking about what the covenant and what comes with the covenant. What you gotta do to keep the covenant. What you gotta do to make for your half of the covenant to be, like, you know what I'm saying, check this out. You got a lease, and you got to keep the contract, the lease that you signed, right? You got to keep your half. You got to do what you're supposed to do. Pay rent, keep up the property, do what you're supposed to do. That is a part of the covenant that you agreed to. Our fathers agreed to it. So if our fathers agreed to it, which is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? And they agreed with the Most High for him to be the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. There came stipulations to it. And now what you got to see is that we're doing the same thing that we did in the Grecian Empire. And I wanted to use 2 Maccabees 6:6 just to make it, just to give you an understanding of things that were happening back then, right? This is the book of 2 Maccabees chapter 6 and verse 6. And it reads, "Neither was it lawful for a man to keep the Sabbath days or ancient feasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew." Right? Now, what we got to understand is when our forefathers made that agreement, right, it was for us to uphold. So when your father teaches you and your mother teaches you, the father teaches the son and the daughter, and the mother teaches the daughter and the son. And there's a respect about us keeping it and what we're supposed to do. And there's certain things that we got to abide by when we do these things and we carry off into life. We got to keep it. And that's why the faith of the Most High and Hamashiach Yahweh Shai is very important. And that's why, Saquon Thawam is always saying, show me the Most High. Show me the Most High. Grab the scriptures, go into the Bible, show me the Most High. Got to be able to do that. You got to be able to understand that this is about the 12 tribes of Israel: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar. It's very important to understand the Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Dominicans, Guatemalans, Panamanians, Honduras, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, North American Indians, Seminole Indians, the Argentinians, the Chileans, Colombians, the Uruguayans, and the Hispanics. Very important to understand this. And then when you start to look at all of us, you start to see that, hey, you got some that are keeping the laws and some that are not. Go to 2 Maccabees chapter 4 and verse 15. Just go back a page, right? And we're going to read verse 15 to 17, right? Verse 15. "Not saddened by the honors of their fathers, but liking the glory of the Grecians best of all." So you had the Jews and you had the Greeks. We were not saddened by the honors of our fathers, the respect, the Most High's laws, but we were set by the ways of the Grecians. We didn't honor our fathers in what they told us to do. Right? Especially our people like today. They are scared as hell to keep the law. Like, for instance, our parents. I would tell my mommy, you're supposed to keep the law. My mom was a Jehovah Witness. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to respect that because it's not in the scriptures. The Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is not talking about Jehovah Witnesses. We understand who the witnesses are, but it has nothing to do with the Most High. That's why I put on here, hey, two hands, it's an agreement. It's the Most High in us. Now it's Hamashiach Yahushua in us. Just understand it. And then when you look at 2 Maccabees 4 and 15, what we were doing is just insane. We were not set by the respect of our forefathers, right? Oh, excuse me. I'm going to go back to verse 15 again. Not setting by the respect, the honors of their fathers, but liking the glory of the Grecians best of all. And they do that. They love this world. And it's going to burn right along with them in it. They love this. They love the fornication. They love the filthiness. They love the uncleanness. They love it. They love the sexy reds. They love the, it is so much wicked. It's crazy to keep up with it all. It's like, man, the madness that's in our heads that we got to see. Right? Verse 16. By reasons whereof calamity came upon them. By reasons what? Of their uncleanness, their filthiness. Calamity came upon our people. Right? For they had them to be their enemies and avengers, whose customs they follow so earnestly, and unto whom they desire to be like in all things. We Americans. This is America. They catch you slipping. Hey, man, to be just like them. Man, we Americans. We should be getting the same treatment everybody else get. You know what I'm saying? To the point that people are now delineating. Our people are now delineating. Hey, check this out. Like, about time. I think everybody should be delineating. Everybody should be like, nah, I want to, this is who we are. I know you all these people, you understand that we're not the same people, even though we all have melanin, but we are not this people. We are not this people. Okay? I think it's very important for everybody to delineate. Even though you're still going to find out who everybody is, but still delineate. Verse 17, for it is not a light thing to do wickedly against the laws of the Most High, but the time following shall declare these things. The time following is going to show you how it's not a light thing for people to just break the Most High laws. They don't care. It's a light thing to them. I'm not trying to do that anyways. I'm going to go over here and eat this pork. I'd be like, man, y'all better stop eating that pork. No pork on my fork. I'm going to eat the thigh. They be just so happy about it. I'm going to eat that a part of the pig. And everything else. Insane. They just be loving it, baby. I'm trying to tell you. And the thing is, it hasn't been carried because of captivity. The Most High told us that if we break the laws, He was going to scatter us. That's Deuteronomy 28 and 64. He told, hey, you go to Deuteronomy 28 and 15 first, and then you go to Deuteronomy 28 and 64. He said He was going to scatter us for breaking the laws, the covenant that He made with us. And He told us in Deuteronomy 28 and 1 what had happened. It's like when you go to Deuteronomy 28 and 1 and then 15, it's like a get down or lay down type of thing. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Most High is coming at us, like get down or lay down. That's all this is going to be. You know what I mean? Let's go to Luke 1 and 70 real quick. Because the covenant that we have has been since the world began. And it has not changed at all. It has not. And we forget, the prophets of old that done it. That's why I say go to the book of Luke, chapter 1, and verse 70. right? This is the book of Luke, chapter 1 and verse 70. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. And in these last days, we're going to wake up to the truth. We were going to wake up to the truth, right? And these laws have been since the world began. The holy prophets, right? Holy Romans 7 and 12, which is the law. These are the prophets that kept the laws of the Most High, who has always spread the word about what the Most High was going to do, when the Most High was going to do it, how he was going to do it, and everything else, right? So just moving on from that, right? Let's just turn to 1 Peter 1, chapter 1 and verse 10. 1 Peter chapter 1 and 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 10, and we're going to read to 11. It's the book of 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 10. Of which salvation the prophets have inquired and searched diligently, who prophesied of the grace that should come unto you, right? Searching what? Or what manner of time the spirit of Hamashiach Yahushai, which was in them, did signify, when it testified beforehand the sufferings of Hamashiach Yahushai and the glory that should follow. Because the prophets of old they did have the spirit of Hamashiach Yahushai. And it's just said that right now. And these things were always told unto us. The covenant, don't break the covenant, keep the law. That's what I'm saying, man. We should be happy. True. And I believe this very dearly. If you notice, all the brothers you see on videos and camp and everything else, don't they look real young? Have you ever, the dudes are actually my age or older. But didn't the same thing happen to Moses, to Masha? He looked young. He looked really young. But his age was older. The spirit of the Most High keeps us young. It keeps us young and together and built up by just doing the things the Most High tells us to do. But we got to have the patience to even recognize it. People come up to me and they be like, how old are you? How old are you? You look young. I'm like, I'm about to be 44. What? We thought you was 27, 29, early 30s. I'm like, nah, I'm about to be 44. Damn. You look young. I'm like, the water. Go about my business. You know what I'm saying? But I always hear that. Even my spirit of how I am, you know, I tell a lot of people now, I'm out here, I'm like, don't get my humility mixed up with weakness. Don't get my humility mixed up with weakness. I just have humility. You know what I'm saying? I'm a meek brother. You can come to me for answers. I'm not really finna trip out like that. You can act the way you act. I'm not finna let your spirit dictate how my spirit is towards anybody. I'm not about to do that. Let me see something real quick. I'm not about to do that, bro. All right. So yeah, I'm a meek brother. I'm gonna look at you like you're crazy. You start cussing, so I'm just gonna look at you like you're crazy. Because I'm comfortable with myself. I mean, on top of that, it's not a brag. I just been fighting for 17 years. You know, I'm very comfortable with myself. So like I can sit in front of somebody, stand in front of somebody, and they be going crazy. I'm just real calm. Because if they touch me, it's over with. But if they just sat there and did what they did, as long as they ain't spit in my face and a good distance, like, all right, brother, cool, all right. Mm-hmm. But then think about it, and I can still talk to them because they see that I'm not reacting to them, and it makes them start to calm down. It really does. It makes when you're not going off like them, it makes them start to calm down. You're like, all right, brother. All right, and just like this nigga is not freaking out like I am. And then you calm down, like, yeah, but anyways, hey, bro, check this out. This is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. And then they just like kind of go along with you now. And it's like no more mad, no more than after that. They're like, all right, brother, at the end of that, all right, man, love you, all right, love you, bro. And boom, they gone. Not realizing their whole spirit from how they started from the beginning is gone. And how I'm acting and everything else, they're kind of cool with me now. And I wonder the conversations they ever had with whoever they're with. Bro, have you noticed, man, y'all was pissed off, y'all was about to fight, and all of a sudden y'all wasn't, y'all was cool as hell. I just wonder the conversation, somebody come back, hey man, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I thought about that was stupid. You know what I mean? It could have really been something, but it didn't. It's just that's the spirit of Hamashiach Yahushua. Meek, humble. And, you know, we can protect ourselves because the Most High blessed us. The Most High blessed our hands to war. But you don't use it unless you have to. You know what I'm saying? All right. So the Most High Power remembered his covenant with our father Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which is Israel. And his covenant is forever with us, the Israelites, right? So let's just prove all things. Let's go to Luke chapter 1, verse 72, because we already went to Luke 1 and 70. Let's just go up two more scriptures, two more precepts. Luke chapter 1 and verse 7 real quick. Wish I had somebody hold some precepts. Verse 72. Salah, verse 72. This is the book of Luke chapter 1 and verse 72. To perform the mercy promised to our fathers and to remember his holy covenant, right? Holy is the laws, right? His holy is separate covenant, right? So let's go over here. I want to do something. Go to Psalms 105 and 8. And then we're going to go back to that. The book of Psalms, chapter 105, verse 8. Let's go over there real quick. Because remember, he's going to perform the mercy promised to our fathers, which is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right? And this is a good reason for it's like if you understand and you read the scripts and you see yourself in it, not just see yourself in like you want to put yourself there, but not the history, the studying we do, the archaeology, the history, all the books. You know, it's good to go back to books in the 1800s. It's always good to go back because they didn't know it was going to be this time that we come back. You know what I'm saying? So they was just writing books off the stuff that they found. You know what I mean? So it's always good to read books in the 1800s. So, you know, 1700s cool, but the 1800s, because they didn't know it was going to be this time at all. All right? So, my bad. I stopped looking so I started talking. Look at Psalms 105 and 8. Oh, come on, tripping. Book of Psalms. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 105 and verse 8. And I say we read the 10. All right. He had to, hold on. I'm going to start at 7. He is the most high power. His judgments are in all the earth. He hath remembered his covenant forever, the word which he commanded to 1,000 generations, which covenant he made with Abraham, one of our forefathers, and his oath unto Isaac, which is one of our forefathers, and confirmed the same unto Jacob, which is one of our forefathers, and unto Israel, which is Jacob, name was changed to Israel, for an everlasting covenant. Even when you go to Romans 9 and tells you the agreements that we're going to get, that's why I'm just happy. I'm joyous that we get this covenant, this agreement. And all I got to do is keep the commandments. I don't have to jump off a bridge. I don't have to try to go find the most high in space. I don't have to get rich and build a space station. I ain't got to do none of that. All I got to do is sit here, keep the law, go to work, feed the sheep, come home. You see that? Even the scriptures also talk about, the Most High even gives us an understanding that he said, make that head hard against theirs. Just like I told you, the conversation of the people that I talk to is like, all right, whatever, bro. You know, I ain't finna get mad. They be getting mad because they hard-headed. So the Most High said he's going to make our head hard against theirs. It's like, nah, you're doing some stupid ish. And that's what we do, and that's when we go out there, man, the stuff we go. I consider women lucky. All y'all got to do is stay in order, listen to us, do what we tell you to do. You know, say move this way, move us, and stay under our foot, which is metaphorically for under our control. Because we got to have a certain amount of control to lead you. We're bodyguards for you. You know what I mean? Just you can't have more than one bodyguard. You know what I'm saying? You left daddy. You know what I'm saying? We daddy now. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, this covenant is everlasting. It's an everlasting covenant. It's forever. Verse 8. Remember this covenant forever. Verse 10. And confirm the same unto our forefather Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant. I'm happy. I'm actually thankful. And if it's the same thing, that's cool. You know what I mean? I'm blessed. I'm peaceful. I don't worry about things. You know, the Most High, they was surrounding me yesterday because it could have got crunk at the barbershop. I'm just sitting there. And, you know, the barbers are looking outside because two brothers are out there kind of arguing. And they're like, nah, it ain't going. I'm like, dang, man. I messed up and did something today. I messed up and did. What I do yesterday, I broke the law. What was it? What was it? I ate some chips. Had leavening in it on accident. These chips, I always eat them. And I'm like, I just always eat them. And I wasn't thinking at all. I slip, y'all. And I don't usually slip. Not usually. I don't slip on unleavened bread. I'll be on it. And I slipped. So I was like, man, most I can get me right now. And everything just calmed down. Went away. Got in the car. Left and went home. 20 hours. He could have took me out. It was like, man, my God, boy, I'm a wink at you. So, you know, I'm joyous. I'm happy. You know, those were the sins. I pray that Hamashiach Yahushua got hang on a tree for me, not died on a cross. He hang on a tree. It wasn't a cross. He hang on a tree. The scholars did that in the New Testament. I don't know why they did that, but they did that. But he hang on a tree. And I might get to it. I got 2-3 precepts in the clip in a magazine for it, but he hang on a tree. You can even look at it in your phone. You can look it up. I just want to go along with my breakdown. You know what I mean? Go to Luke 1:73. Let's go back there. All right. Luke chapter 1 and verse 73. All right. The oath which he swore unto our fathers Abraham, that he will grant unto us, that we being delivered out of the hands of our enemies might serve him without fear. What? To keep the covenant, the commandments of the Most High, without fear. Right? In holiness and righteousness before him all the days of our life. What is holiness? The law. Romans 7:12. Let's go there real quick, but say that page, y'all. Go to Romans 7 and 12. Let's just go there just for edification's sake. Edification's sake. Let's just go there. Romans 7 and 12. This is the book of Romans chapter 7 and verse 12. Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy, and just and good. All right? Now, it said righteousness right there in the book of Luke. You know what I'm saying? In 75, in holiness and righteousness. So what we got to do? We got to prove what righteousness is, right? Let's go to Deuteronomy 6 and 25. It's the last book before Joshua. Deuteronomy 6 and 25. It's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 25. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before Yahweh our power, as he hath commanded us. See what I'm saying? That's when you go to 2 Maccabees chapter 5 and verse 15, when they start talking about to the Jew and to the Greek, how you can see how we were the Jews, but actually, and our people didn't want to be Jews no more. They would just rather be Greeks. They just rather be Greeks. That's what was going on. So when we went under the captivity of the Romans, right, then it was going to the Jew, to the Gentile. Neither Jew nor Greek, right? And that was in the New Testament, right? It's talking still about Israel because we walking around being in the mindset of a Gentile. That was going on. It was still doing the same thing. Go to Psalms 119, 172, though. Let's go there. Psalms 119, 172. I dropped my page, too. On accident. I'm going to have to find that. Psalms chapter 119, verse 172. And this is something that is important that our people keep all the time. 119, 172, and it reads, My tongue shall speak of thy word, for all thy commandments are righteousness. Right? Holiness. So watch. Now we're going to break this down evenly, right? Let's go back to Luke 175 real quick. That's where we left, just to show you. You know what I mean? It was actually, let me see. Yep, Luke 175. Let's go back to the book of Luke, chapter 175. Let me go back over here, flip through these pages. Move to the Spirit. The book of Luke, chapter 1 and verse 75. In holiness and in righteousness before him. So, in the commandments, right? In the commandments and commandments before him. Right? That's what it's just saying. If you break it down, you can say verse 75, in holiness and righteousness before him. We are to keep the commandments in righteousness. In the commandments in righteousness. Or in holiness and in the commandments before him. We ought to do these commandments before the most high power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And I say the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob because that's true. Acts 3 and 13, man. Our power is the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which is the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians' forefathers. Right? And now that you know the commandments, let's go into it detailed a little bit. Detail. We know the commandments. We understand that there's moral, civil, dietary, ceremonial. And the only law that was taken away is a sacrificial law. Hamashiach Yahushua, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, was the ultimate sacrifice. But a lot of people like to go to Romans 4 and 16. They like to go there. 6 and 14, they like to go there. They like to go there, but don't go there with us. Be ready for you. Right? So Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22. Let me get there real quick. Ooh. I'm almost there. Bear with me. But Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 22, and it reads, I'm starting at 21. If so, be that ye have heard of him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Hamashiach Yahushua, right? I am the truth. I am the way. Nobody cometh to the Father but by me. You know what I mean? Verse 22, that ye put off concerning the former conversations. This is a part of the covenant. Put off the former conversations. The old man or the woman, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. Homosexuality, lesbianism, deceitful people, liars, whoremongers, hoes, what's that uncleanness? What do you call it today? You call it incest, sleeping with your uncle and your auntie. Incest, truce breakers, extortioners, and the conversations that surround them. The conversations that surround them is that, all those old conversations, how you used to talk with people when they come around, and then they be like, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, let's get on our grind like we should, because your conversation is still the same. That's why. Reason why those conversations come up about your old homosexual lifestyle, about your old lesbian lifestyle, is because you still have the same conversations with the same people. Your conversation is still the same. That's why. That's why you gotta put away that old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lusts. You know what I mean? You finish reading. Excuse me. I hate when that happens. So let me read that again. 22. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22. That you put off concerning former conversations, the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on the new man, which after Yahweh is created in righteousness, the commandments. Because by you keeping the commandments, you're going to learn that the things that you used to do, which when you were an old man, are not to do now. Because you have a new bottle. You can't put old wine in new bottles. They'll pop. 24. And that you put on the new man, which after Yahweh is created in righteousness and true holiness, true laws. Wherefore, putting away lying, speak every man truth with his neighbor, for we are members one of another. Speak every man the truth. I say, even the heathens, man, tell the truth. If you don't feel like talking about it, don't talk about it. I say, You know what I mean? So learning that holiness is the law and keeping of the commandments. Again, so learning that holiness is the law and keeping of the commandments. And righteousness is keeping the commandments, which tells us all that keeping the law is a righteous act. Because keeping the law makes you holy. And within the law is 613 commandments of righteousness that makes you holy, which is separate from everybody because they're not keeping this law like us from the other nations, right? Go to Ephesians 5 and 2 real quick. So, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 2. And walk in love as Hamashiach Yahushua also hath loved us, and hath given himself for us an offering and a sacrifice to Yahweh for a sweet smelling savor. See, boom, he was the ultimate sacrifice. Just going to that right there. Just going to that right there. So, how do we walk in love? Because he said in Ephesians 5 and 2 at the beginning, and walk in love as Hamashiach Yahushua hath also loved us. Right? How do we walk in love? 2 John 1 and 6. Let's go there. First John, 2 John. Second John 1 6. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment that as ye have heard from the beginning, you should walk in it. It's like when you said Ephesians, right? And walk in love, as Hamashiach Yahushua hath loved us, and hath given himself for us an offering and a sacrifice to Yahweh for a sweet smelling Savior. Right? So go back to Ephesians 5 and 2. Book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 2. And walk in love as Hamashiach also hath loved us, and hath given himself for us, an offering and a sacrifice to Yahweh for a sweet smelling Savior. Right? Let's read all the way to 7. But fornication and all uncleanness or covetousness, right? Desiring what other people have or desiring another man's wife. Let it not be once named amongst you as becometh saints, neither filthiness nor foolish talking, nor jesting, being a clown, always clowning around and just trying to be funny, which are not convenient, but rather giving of thanks. For this ye know, that no whoremonger, nor unclean person, nor covetous man who is an idolater, hath any inheritance in the kingdom of Hamashiach Yahushua and our power, the Most High. Let no man deceive you, right? With vain words. Let no man or no woman deceive you with vain words. For because of these things cometh the wrath of Yahweh upon the children of disobedience. Be not ye therefore partakers with them. From 3 to 7, you don't want to be partakers with those type of people. You just don't. Because the wrath of the Most High is going to be coming upon them. So stay away from them. You know what I mean? If the wrath of the Most High is going to come on them and you know that, stay away from them. You can avoid them. If they ain't trying to listen, get away from them. They disobedient. Get away from them. I'm all right with you. I'm finna go over here with the brothers and sisters that are keeping the law diligently. I'm out. I'm not finna go through all this just to do that. I'm out. You better prove you're gonna keep the law. I ain't with it. Got my walking papers right here. Here go my walking papers right here. My walking papers. These are my walking papers. What you gonna do? I got my walking papers. Right? So, what is the meaning of disobedience in the eyes of the Most High? Let's go to Sirach 12 and 6. The book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 6. What is the meaning of disobedience in the eyes of the Most High? Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12 and verse 6. Let's go there. Ecclesiasticus, through the Spirit, chapter 12 and verse 6. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 6. Right? Hold on. All right, verse 6. For the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, the unrighteous, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. Go to Amos 9 and 10 real quick. Because when you go Ephesians 5 and 6, the wrath of the Most High is upon the children of disobedience. Be not ye therefore partakers with them. Amos 9 and 10. Let's get there. Book of Amos. Chapter 9, verse 10. After Joel. After Joel, book of Amos, chapter 9, and verse 10. All right. Book of Amos, chapter 9, and verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. What would they say? The devil is a lie. That's what they say. The devil is a lie. That's what they say when you tell them the devil is a lie. They say the evil's not going to overcome me, but you don't keep the commandments of the Most High. You don't want to keep the covenant that he made with our forefathers. You don't respect the agreement that our forefathers made with the Most High. You don't respect it. You don't respect the agreement, man. I'm going to respect the agreement of my forefathers. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to let nobody come in the middle of that. I'm not going to let them disrupt that. I can't do that. I come too far, way too far, to turn back and to let somebody else mess up what I have with the Most High. If it's going to be anybody, it has to be me. They're messing up. Has to be me. And I'm trying to make sure it's me, not nobody else. I'd rather get fired or rather quit, die. That's a big thing to say. I'd rather die. That's a big thing to say that, because I love life. I love breathing. I feel I love the commandments more. It's just a feeling. And I have faith in it too. It's just, man, I ain't got time for that. I'm not finna be partakers with none of y'all like that. I'm Gucci. So when you go to Sirach, it said, for the Most High hated sinners and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, which is the unrighteous, and keepeth them against the mighty day of the punishment, because the sinners have to be the ones who are forefathers, which were given the covenant of, which will be their children. So it has to be our people. It's nobody else outside of the covenant. They were not given the covenant. So when the Most High said that all the sinners of, in Amos 9 and 10, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. And what's today's sword? It's a gun. We're not slinging from the sleeve like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a gun. It's a tech 9. It's a Bushmaster. It's a chopper. It's a Glock. It's a shotgun. It's an Uzi. It's those things. Right? And go to Deuteronomy 101. Before we go over here, just to show y'all who the Most High has chosen. Let's go to Deuteronomy 101 so you know who Deuteronomy is talking about. Let's see who Deuteronomy is talking about. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Mashah spake unto all Israel on this side Jordan, in the wilderness, in the plain, over against the Red Sea, between Paran and Tophel and Laban and Hazroth and Dashal. Okay? The words which Mashah spoke unto all Israel. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. You see the Most High chose us. Book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. As you can see, as I read in the book of Deuteronomy, the Most High chose us, the children of our forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which is, for thou art an holy people unto the Most High thy power. For the Most High thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. He chose us. Right? And he chose to give our forefathers a covenant and to our children after him. To 1,000 generations. Go to Luke 1 and 75 real quick. Let's go back. Book of Luke chapter 1 and verse 75. In holiness and righteousness before him all the days of our life we are to keep this. Let's go to Ephesians 5 and 6 real quick. Go to Ephesians chapter 5 and 6 real quick. It's always hard for me to find Ephesians all the time. The book of Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 6. And it reads, let no man deceive you. Let no man deceive you with vain words. For because of these things cometh the wrath of Yahweh upon the children of disobedience. Be not ye therefore partakers with them of disobedience, of not keeping the commandments, not keeping righteousness. Don't be with them. They don't keep the law. Oh, I ain't trying to hear it, Mama. Mom, I ain't doing that with you. I'm out. See y'all later. You don't love me then. If you love me, keep the commandments. Y'all just with all that Bible stuff and everything else. Yep. All day with these records. Me all day with these records, Mama. Yeah, Daddy. Me with these records. And on Judgment Day, this going to be played back to you. Better be watching what you say. So on Judgment Day, it's going to be a replay. And you're going to be looking at me saying this. I'm saying this to you, and I'm saying, remember on Judgment Day, Mama, stop what you're saying before it be held against you. Whatever. That's, come on, we already So, 1 Corinthians 1 and 10. Go there. As, hey, man, my mom and them, hey, through the Spirit. First Corinthians chapter 1 verse 10. Just all day, man. The book of First Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 10. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our master Hamashiach Yahushai, that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions among you, but that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment, the same mindset, same judgment. We can't be partakers with them. They don't want to keep the covenant. I'm happy, I'm joyous, I'm keeping the covenant, man. I'm keeping the laws and commandments. You know, what am I to do with y'all? I'm chill. I'm happy being by myself. I'm happy chill. We got to go out too sometime, go do some things, but I'm happy not having a bunch of people to be around. Because it means less people that can make me do something. Well, you can't make me do nothing, but it can really make me feel like I need to do something like that. I don't want to feel like that. People don't be around me anyway because they already know me. People know me already. Like, I wonder when this nigga gonna say something. Say something like, bro, you should be eating that. You should be doing that, bro. That's wicked as hell, just to be honest with you, man. That's wicked as hell. So, be not ye therefore partakers with them. You know what I'm saying? Give me Romans 16 and 17. Romans chapter 16, verse 17, which is a book right over. So, just like, this is the book of Romans chapter 16, verse 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, make them which cause divisions and offensive, contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them like a plague. It didn't say the plague part. For they that are such serve not our master, Hamashiach Yahushai, but their own belly, and by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple. Deceive the hearts of the simple, see? Right? I'm just going to say it. Ephesians 5 and 7. Be ye not partakers with them. They don't keep the covenant. They don't want to keep the law. They don't want to keep the commandments. You know who they are. I mean, these last days too. I'm Gucci. They don't keep the covenant. Why are they going to be over here with us? And you know they don't. You shouldn't have been with them. Now your heart and your mind is on those people. You want to save them too, man. Stop. You're just making it hard for yourself. Committing idolatry. You're going to die from idolatry, man. It's insane. Romans 16 and 18. For they that are such serve not our master Hamashiach Yahushai, but their own belly. They only want to do what they want to do. Whatever makes them feel good and their belly feel full, that's what they want to do. And by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple. They don't know better. And if they know better, they just don't feel like doing it no more. They don't. They really don't. Proverbs 1 and 22 real quick. Go to Proverbs chapter 1 and 22. And this is called for. Y'all can say I'm being disrespectful, but I know I'm not. Book of Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 22. And it reads, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. They delight in their scorning. Man, leave that stuff alone, man. Come on, man. That shit's stupid. Man, come on, bro. We doing good over here. Why you want, man? Bro, stop. Stop, bro. Come on. Just shaming the hell out of them. Don't want to use the law because they want to be a nigga. They want to be a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? They want to be a nigga. They want to be a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, you going to be a bad bitch burning. All right? Walking charcoal over here. That's what they want to be. Ephesians 5 and 7 real quick. Yes, sir. The book of Ephesians, chapter 5, and verse 7, and it reads, be not ye therefore partakers with them. They got wrath coming on them. Leave them alone. They don't want to keep the covenant. Get away from them. You can avoid them. It's okay. Avoid them. Your wife wicked, avoid her. Get her out that house. Get her out. Get her out or move out. Time to go. For such, don't serve the Most High Power. Don't serve them. Get them out. Time to go. But you sisters, man, I felt bad for them. Because y'all can't leave your husband. Women can't leave their husband. They're bound by their husband until death. They can keep the law, but they're going to be with that same wicked nigga. You can't go nowhere now. You stuck. You can't go nowhere. You stuck with that wicked nigga for the rest of your life. You can't try to get out of it. You can't talk your way out of it. Nothing. Nothing she can do. Be not ye therefore partakers with them, for ye were sometimes darkness, ignorant. But now are ye light in the Most High. Walk as children of light. See that? For ye were sometimes darkness, ignorant. You was. But they'll try to shame you, right? And that's why the Most High and Mashiach came with this. But now are ye light in the Most High. Yeah, I used to be ignorant like y'all, but now I'm the light of the Most High. Yeah, I'm light now. That's what you come back with. You used to do that. Hold on. When you were young and you was living with your mama, did you eat pork? You're going to be, yeah. See, then what you doing? But now, I'm the light of the Most High. I walk in the light. Right? And what we going to go to? We're going to go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 23. And we're going to get it. Right? Because we're going to prove all things through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem HaMashiach Yahushua. Ba'Shem HaMashiach Yahushua. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp and the law is light, and reproof of instructions are the way of life. You see how that rhymed together? That was off the tongue, you know what I'm saying? Bars. 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 That was bars right there. Woo. Quote it again. Ephesians 5 and 8. For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Most High. Walk as children of the light, the law, right? Go to Baruch 4 and 1. Baruch chapter 4 and verse 1. And Baruch after Sirach. Yeah. Baruch chapter 4 and verse 1. We're going to read to 2. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take heed of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. Thou mayest illuminated. Look, boom, and everybody gonna see us. Everybody gonna see us, but and they think it's a joke. This is the only book on earth can't nobody prove is wrong. But they can say it's wrong. They can't prove it wrong. With all the information we done gathered since 1969, ain't nothing they can say, man. We kill them with the Bible. We kill them, beat them upside the head with it. Get out of here. Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 8. For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord. Excuse me. For now are ye light in the Most High. Walk as children of light. Right? For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth. Right? And I'm just going to leave it there. Like I said, man, this is Officer Maricott Shill of Wisdom, Norfolk, Virginia. Coming to y'all with just a little breakdown, a little milk, giving it to you, man, to keep the covenant of the Most High. Bahasham. Bahasham. Hamashiach Yahushai. Not Bahashim. All right? It's not in the name of Shem. Bahasham. Hamashiach Yahushai. And with that, all praises to the Most High Power. Abanawa Yahweh Bahasham. Hamashiach Yahushai Barakatham. To all Israel. Keep the covenant. Shalom.